Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host Lipstickpaddy, and what a week this has been on Kickstarter. Wow, check the content on this channel. Whoa. Man, all these Kickstarters this week. I'm sure some will tempt you, and today, Casting Shadows from the creators of Unstable Unicorns and the last Kickstarter, Here to Slay, almost getting up to $1 million, and I'm guessing it will once the word gets out about this. Now, it's been one heck of the last few days on this Kickstarter. Oh my god, an explosion of content has been unlocked. And there's no gameplay videos of it because it's not even in prototype form. It's come to Kickstarter quite early, actually, even though it's 2 years into its development. But the core of the game is here. The rulebook is here for you to look, and a lot of answers have been questioned. A lot of questions have been answered in the comments below. So let's go down to this amazing Kickstarter with amazing art and attention to detail. So what is it then? It's a competitive board game. It's PvP, that's what it is. Play versus player, 2 to 4 player. There is a 5-6 player expansion as well. Oh yeah, and it's a bit like Wiz War. You're all wizards. You're basically rolling dice to get resources and using these resources to either go to a location and get a resource, or you're learning a spell, or you're going to cast a spell. It's almost got a mini worker placement as you're going to be running around the map to get resources and things like this. Now, the game is a 30 to 60 minute game, and even though you're fighting each other, you're not necessarily going to want to kill a wizard because of the way this game is structured. For example, if you attack a wizard and you know that wizard's got level 1 spells, you don't want to really finish them off because you want to then attack the strongest wizard, because that if you leave that wizard unattended, he's going to be jumping up to level 3 spells. So this game naturally wants you to attack the person in leading the race towards the ultimate spell. Absolutely. Now, what's really cool with the art is the art of your hero. In the background of the card is the tile that they're from, and the player boards depict that tile also, so it's a great thematic all the way through the art here. Now, it's coming with these gorgeous standees, and these standees are fairly big. They're about 80 to 90 millimeters, and later on we'll see that they've got some pop vinyl figures which are around about 98 millimeters big, but the vinyls, I'll need to repeat this below, are really for display pieces. You can't really fit them on the tiles because the standees have been designed that potentially all the wizards can stand on the same tile and duke it out. There's been a little bit of question about the playmat, because they're saying how can it expand if it goes to 5 to 6 players, because each player starts on their own hex. Well, it's my understanding that the center hex will always stay the same, and if you're bringing the 5 to 6 player in, you will simply replace one of those hexes, is my understanding. Anyway, so let's go down. See this nice art here. These are the pop vinyls. They look really nice, but I just want to repeat, these are for, I don't know, maybe you'll want to put them out. If you've got them, you might want to use these on these tiles. You know, for those people that want to get these and use them, I don't know why they just don't produce a giant version of the tiles so you can fit them on. I don't know. Bigger footprint, but hey, you know, we want to use the figures. Now, March 2023. So they're hoping to wrap up the design, and there's lots of content getting matched here. In fact, if you $1 pledge in because you want to go for one of those big pledges that's on here, they've said it was going to be roughly May time when they close the pledge manager. So that's 2 months really you've got to kind of finance it. And with the big juggernauts on Kickstarter, especially ones I've covered just this week in particular, I mean, you're going to have to spread those payments delicately, I would say. Now, KSC, Kickstarter exclusive. Some people have been complaining that Kickstarter exclusive should just be cosmetic. Well, that's bonkers who thinks that. At the end of the day, if you've got Kickstarter exclusive content, that should just go in a future expansion, or it should be available at the developer's online shop, and that's what they've said. It will either go into an expansion or only on in-game shop. So it's very good indeed if you can only afford the retail version. So anyway, two companions. Yep, more resources are coming out. These have been unlocked, by the way. Every Kickstarter exclusive box is going to have an exclusive player board. Some more spells have been unlocked, and exclusive conversion spells. So it sounds like the spells are coming from different books, if you like, you know, there's pyromancy, and here you've got conversion, things like this. I think the conversion spells are converting worker placement spots that you're trying to get, you know, change from one resource to another. The Kickstarter exclusive playmats are delicious. I also like the central board as well, this kind of black thing. You are supposed to be in this kind of shadow world, is the lore. And this extra character, which is this owl thing, that's going to have its own board as well, so that's kind of been unlocked. And here's the kind of standee set that you'll need. And there's going to be, the vinyl figure for it is work in progress, of course. Gorgeous artwork, yes. Base game 30 though, but it certainly goes bananas as we go down. Now, so for $9 more, what are you getting? You're getting quite a lot, aren't you? Yeah, box getting magnetic clasp on it, more companions, more resources, playboard spells, attack spells as well in there. Add another 10 on. What are you getting with another 10? Well, you're getting this 5-6 player expansion, and we'll see the contents of the expansion. It actually adds more things. So this is kind of the recommended 49, although what it's not telling you here is you're going to get meeples in the base. It doesn't actually say that, but you'll get meeples. You'll have to jump to this 149 to get the acrylic standees. Like, what? $100? What? Yeah, it's $100, isn't it? Well, no, because you're getting the mats as well, aren't you? You're getting the mats. You're getting the mats, and these acrylic standees, they're big. You know, they're big. Like I said, they're 98 millimeters. The shadow versions of them, which is when the animal turns into its ultimate, it becomes a kind of its shadow form. That's the big one when it comes out. But like, if you want it pimped out, there you go. It's 149 to get the amazing vision here. Now with the, you know, this could be the original. This is what the developer expects you to play it as if you want the best of the best. It's got all this unlocked, and when it hits 1 million, it is going to put a dice tower is going to join the fray as well. So this 149 will get better. You know, you'll see better value in it when they throw in the dice tower into this bundle. So yeah, you're getting quite a lot here. It is interesting, and you can $1 pledge it, like I said, but you are going to be sitting around. Now, there's this Ultimate Collection set. These are the vinyl things. They're looking absolutely fantastic. You can see it's an extra $100 though, more. And some people are saying, like, can we have these as an add-on? And potentially, yes. They're going to have all these as separate add-ons and things like this. Alright, you can see the meeples in the standard box here, these little things, not even screen printed. They scream cheap as chips and all that stuff, but the box inlay looks sweet. And the player cards that you get here, they do have wheels on the left and right to accumulate your spell points and health. You are getting the custom dice. These are going to roll what resources that you can do during that round. And the playboards, when you turn them over, you get that ultimate ability and you convert into your shadow form. Okay. Now, the main deck is going to be spells. The counter spell is to negate the spell, like to mirror it, or even push it around to somebody else or something like this. You could absorb the spell. I don't know what they are, you know, these are kind of top secret at the minute. Companion cards, these are going to help you as well. Those meeples, ew. And you've got the tokens that you're going to be putting out, and you'll be collecting these as you go on the worker placement spots on the grids. So yeah, here's the expansion sets. 5 to 6 player expansion. It also gives you the tiles, extra tiles, which are associated with these enemies. Again, I'll just repeat this. The animal's art is the same art on the tile. Right, can you see it here? Phenomenal, isn't it? It's amazing. Love that detail. But you are getting more spells in the deck, more counter spells in the deck, and some more companions. So it does push the content out, and you get a couple more meeples in here as well. So really, you need to jump up, I think. It says here then, you get to choose a character to represent you. Each character is a double-sided board, and your shadow form is the fantastic one. You're going to get wheels on both sides of your board to track your HP and shadow energy that you absorb through the game, and once you transform, you gain a unique ability that will give you a huge advantage in the game. It says, we've designed the double-sided board so that your HP and shadow energy will be set at the right levels on the other side when you're ready to flip them over. So, I guess it's nice. Nice attention to detail there. Now, if you get the expansion pack, it says, you're going to get 2 more characters and 2 more unique abilities. Of course, you're going to get more locations, aren't you? It says tiles, these hex tiles, it says then, are going to grant you an advantage if you're standing on them. These could give you extra resource allocation, and some of them will actually heal you as well, and give you some damage coverage, so you might get cover if you're in certain ones too. You'll be able to learn spells at these locations, or counter spells. So you are going to be moving around. It's like a little, you're pushing around to work these spots to get resources from them, or spells and things like this. Now, so you roll a dice, you get the resources from them, and you're either learning a spell or you're using these to cast a spell. Now, your counter spell might use these as well, so it does say you're going to need to plan carefully because your resources are limited. There's these dots next to these, and that's simply for colour blindness. If you've got colour blind, you'll see where the dots are on them. Nice attention to detail. A couple of spells that we've got here. Attack spell, personal space, deal 4 damage to an enemy in your current hex. That looks like some kind of void magic, doesn't it? Got magma hand. Again, spend 2 resources to deal 5 damage to somebody in range. That's obviously invocation spell. Sapphire duplication. That's the new transformation or conversion spell, as they say here. So yeah, nice. Like the little spells, love the art that they've got for them. It's all keeping within this great attention to detail. Yeah, some interesting counter spells here. Safety dome, pointed shield. I like the runaway one, which is, you know, get the hell out of there. And bees everywhere. That's the interesting one. When an enemy does damage to you, attack them with the bees. So yeah, 3 damage to that enemy. So these are good to have. These look like you can just fire these off without spending currency, doesn't it? It's interesting. So yeah, maybe you don't need resources to fire these off. Can spell cards defensive effects, or you can deflect damage. Others let you strike back against anyone who dares to cross you. So like it's a riposte or counter attack. These are these companions. There's no sign of these being representative in any kind of form on the board, though. They just give you passive bonuses, basically. Change up the mechanism of moving around and collecting and things like this, or attacking. Now it says, when you transform into shadow form, you may immediately choose and summon a companion that will stay by your side for the remainder of the game. You're only going to get one of these, so it kind of lets you... I don't know. You turn into your ultimate douche, and you can then get some kind of passive bonus from your pet. And your pet might have been chosen already, so... You know, this is quite nice to kind of amplify yourself in a different direction. Here's the rules anyway, you can have a look in it. It's early days. Doctor Who are you, said it's simply stunning. Stretch goals, more companions, magnetic box, more resources, new character, more attack spells, more conversion spells, and a dice tower's probably unlocked like when you watch this video. Kyle C says it's hextastic. Add-ons. This is going to grow during the campaign. Expect things down here like the vinyls and the standees. Like you might want to just play standard edition and upgrade with vinyls. You might not be interested in the other stuff. I don't know why you want to be interested in the other stuff, but card sleeves. This is nice. $15 and it will sleeve the whole game and all the add-ons and the expansion all inside. So this is a excellent thing. And they have confirmed that the final box will hold these sleeves. Now the playmats that you're getting in the upgraded editions, like the deluxe bundled, just an example. These playmats might come in their own specific box to hold the mats. And the same with the vinyl, the vinyl statue thingies. Remember, they're designed for display pieces only. They're not really designed to be put on the tiles, because the tiles need to be able to have multiple mages on it. So yeah, Pledge Manager closes early May, because production's going to start in May. Okay. Have they got confirmation of production in May? How many Kickstarters have you got that are kind of in production limbo at the minute? I don't know. Well, also, this is a big company and they're coming there with thousands of pledges, so, you know, they're a big order. Absolutely. Well, hey, we got Mexico! Woo! On the map, and it's basically double the USA, isn't it? Because they're just going to send it via the US. And if you're in Europe, they're going to do a similar thing. It's going to be shipped from Germany, so you're not going to be paying EU tax because it ships from you. I mean, the big problem is it's shipping from China comes to your country, then you might pay tax. But as long as it gets shipped from your region, like Germany if the EU, or US if you're in Canada, or Mexico, you can, you know, it's a way of them keeping the prices down. So yeah, it's a new thing on Kickstarter, and hopefully this is a trend that goes forward and we stop seeing this ridiculous shipping and tax VATs and all that jazz from these stupid companies that are not doing their due diligence. Simon, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so yeah, shipping is nice to see. Talk about that though, anyway. I just thought I'd give you a brief. Very hyped about this new adventure. You know, I've been after a kind of a whiz war kind of game, but one that was kind of streamlined. This is 30 minutes to 60, so that's certainly streamlined. And, you know, potentially all those spells are kind of good. They talk about this kind of design of this, if it's in the video, if you watch the video. And it's got that cutesy world where I think you could get anyone playing the game. It's almost in the category similar to Flamecraft, isn't it? That kind of beautiful table setup and fun mechanics of getting spells and stuff. It doesn't feel too dark or anything. It has this kind of fun element to it. It's just epic. That's the team. No, it's not the big team. There they all are. Big-ish team. They're indie team, you know. Iculus says another great game from the game making Dynasty. Yeah, I mean, they make games for the mainstream gamers that don't play board games. And they definitely know how to pimp out the thing, don't they? Well, what would I like to see? I think massive tiles is what I'd like to see as an add-on, because, you know, if you want to use those vinyl, if you pay $250 for these display pieces, maybe you do want to use them in the game, and you're going to need big-ass tiles for that sort of, like Casting Shadows XXL version. I'm sure they could do a box with big tiles on. It would kind of... The playmat in the middle would just get obliterated, though, if you did that. But, you know, who cares about that, you know? Sell a triple XL playmat. I think that's the only thing, because they're doing everything else, aren't they? People in the, you know, stretch goals, they want to see loads more spells. They want to see loads of stuff happening, things like this. And maybe they can do a different game mode where you do teams. That would be nice also, instead of just PvP 1 versus everybody, like a battle royale. 2 versus 2, or you could do, or teams of 2. 2 versus 2 versus 2 if you want the big 6, or you do 3 versus 3. I think that would be interesting also. Anyway, you could do that yourself, couldn't you, even if it's not a variant. But I think it's certainly interesting, Casting Shadows, and like I said, I've definitely got room in my collection for it, but I'm on the $1 pledge for it because, I mean, if you watch my videos this week, there's just games this week you can't ignore, really, unless you've got an amazing collection. You know, I'm approaching 100 games, you know. I've still got room for certain things, right? I mean, how many games have you got? Are you still perusing Kickstarter to extend and fill the holes of genres? And all that stuff. But yeah, it's that kind of Saturday afternoon tea time game when you've got friends over for the tea and cake. And you just want to pull off a game that's not going to take too long, and it's extremely welcoming to the table and easy to learn, simple mechanics but fun to play. That's where we are here with this Unstable Games that they brought out. So yeah, super fantastic. Is there anything else I need to mention? Language support is only going to come in English. Now, the previous 2 games did get picked up by Asmodee in the retail space. They did language support, so you'd have to wait for that. So if you are looking for a French, German or Spanish version, you might just have to wait. You could $1 pledge it and just buy the add-ons to pimp out the retail when it comes. That is kind of a route you might want to go on. Yeah, potentially, but yeah, it's looking absolutely phenomenal. The only thing I'm disappointed about is the pledge manager closing so quickly. It's, yeah. Also, you might want to $1 pledge it because they might do gameplay videos post-campaign. They've got no plans to have one during this campaign, just to let you know that much. But, yeah, if you feel you want to know more, but you want to be on the project feel safe. Everything can be upgraded in the Pledge Manager. They've confirmed it's all going to be super backer friendly. So there we go, peeps. It's going to be very exciting. The pledge proposition will get cheaper because of the dice tower when it unlocks at 1 million. I'm going to say when, because this game's going to go above and beyond it. I think it's going to go past 10,000 backers actually. And yeah, so let me know, what do you think of casting shadows? Are you sitting on the retail pledge? Of course you're not. Are you going for the big 250 pledge? You know, I'd only recommend that if they do triple X tile pack, because that would definitely open up that bigger gameplay and it would look super impressive on the table, wouldn't it? Oh my god, it would look amazing. Anyway, peeps, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please give the video a thumbs up and think about subscribing if you're not subscribed already to the program. We'll be having a podcast on Saturday, which will be 50% music, 50% board game news, where we look at all the games this week and we kind of update you on what's going on with them too, which is nice, isn't it, getting an update, especially if any new stretch goals comes out or any important update on all that stuff. You'll find that on our Sunday podcast. If you're on YouTube though, you will get the edited version of that, which will edit all the music from it, because I am obviously using licensed music on the podcast, which is legal but not on YouTube because of stupid rules with YouTube. I mean, come on, if it's radio, it's radio. You're advertising these. Anyway, I've got to go. This video might be getting long, like all my videos. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye for now.